So I've been told that I need to exchange my UK driving license to an Irish driving license in case of a no-deal Brexit. In other words, the European Union is no longer recognizing British driving licenses for permanent residence in Europe. So any British people living in Ireland, France, Spain, wherever in Europe, and there's millions of them, have to exchange their licenses, their driving licenses, to the one in their local country. However, the reverse is not true. If you're Irish, Spanish, French, you can happily use your EU driving license in the UK. So is that the EU being spiteful and nasty? Or is that just once again Theresa May falling over backwards and giving everything and not negotiating and not knowing how to negotiate? And just in case anybody thinks that this is just a scaremongering rumour, it's not. It is actual fact. If you're a British person living permanently or residing permanently in Ireland or any other European country, you have to exchange your license for an Irish or French or German, whichever one it is, an EU license basically. I've just had to do it myself. I filled in the form, went to NDIS, and they take your British license and they do not return it. It gets destroyed. So if you move back to the UK at some stage, you will then have to reapply for a British driving license. Now, the thing is, this is in the event of a no-deal Brexit, which is fairly unlikely, but as things stand at the moment, 12th of April is when it will supposedly happen, but I'm sure Theresa May will get her extension. So even if it happens with a deal, the question is, will the driver's license issue be sorted out as part of that deal? But clearly there is a move to try and get British citizens abroad to change their licenses for an EU license. And this is not just somebody who decided it. I actually received a letter from my insurance company telling me that I have to exchange my British license to an EU license, otherwise I will be uninsured. And I have now gone and handed in my British license and they've taken it and received a little proof of receipt which I would have to show to the guards if they ever ask me for my driver's license. And then in 3 weeks' time I will receive my new Irish EU driver's license. I have been given a driver's number which I have to give to the insurance company in the meantime to say that I do now have an Irish license. So if Theresa May gets her deal extended, or the Article 50 extended until the 30th of June as she wants, then that would be the new deadline for exchanging a British license. But they have put up extra hours at the NDIS offices to cope for the rush of people changing their licenses. As it is, there's already been quite a rush of British people applying for Irish passports. In fact, I think they had a record year last year, making nice money as well. I think it's €1,000 a pop. I did ask the lady when I handed in my license and the application form, if I go to the UK, can I use my UK driver's license? She said no, it doesn't get returned. Quite categorically, she stated it does get destroyed. You cannot have a UK and Irish driver's license at the same time. So if you ever move to the UK, back to the UK, you will have to reapply for a British license again. So there you have it. Brexit has already cost me €55 for changing my British license to an EU license, which is now compulsory. But that's a small price to pay for independence, isn't it? just be very interesting to know what is going on in the background. What is it that because clearly the whole issue is being dictated to by the insurance company. So it's all about business. I don't think there's anything else going on about it. I don't think there's anything to do with safety or health or even politics. I think it is probably just purely the insurance companies wanting to make life easier for themselves, and possibly there's more potential profit involved, whatever the case may be. And the class of minibus, which was on my which was on my British license, the B1 class, isn't actually available in Ireland. So they say just with your normal car license you can actually drive a minibus, whereas in the UK it's actually a separate category on your British license. So I look forward to receiving my EU Irish driving license in the post.